to Film Scouts.
I'm happy to be here. This is internet, right?
This is the internet.
So there's no reason to put this on camera because it's just.
No, actually, people can now watch video on the internet.
Really?
Yeah.
Running water?
Running water.
It's available in most states.
That too. Have you been on the internet?
I'm a computer geek. I am a computer geek. Not a big, but see now it's MAPEG, UPEG, JPEG. I wish they MIME format. It's one of these things. I'd like to get one format. Once it gets cured up, and the stop motion video is kind of weird. Although I did get that cool 3D camera where you can take your cursor and move around an item. And it was looking at a guy that makes semi-trailer trucks into motorhomes. You could go in the motorhome.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool.
Are you looking for motorhomes?
No, I just like looking at weird stuff. That's what it is. Are you selling a motorhome?
Well, I might have one for you.
You do, you?
Yeah, I think we could work out a deal here.
Interesting.
Did you watch any of the old Star Trek episodes?
Mm-hmm.
Space 1999,
Yep.
Lost in Space?
Yep. They all started out wonderful. Battlestar Galactica
Battlestar Galactica
was going to be it.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah,
Buck Rogers?
Yeah, well, Buck Rogers, you know, unless it was... This is a real step out for me, Galaxy Quest, because I generally don't like making fun of stuff I love.
Mm-hmm.
Generally. I mean, there's certain things that I just don't... It's not that they're off limits, I just can't think of anything funny about, like, hot rodding is one of my passions.
Right.
I don't find anything funny. Now that I think about it, of course there is, because you don't see colors like that. You see hot rods.
Yeah.
You generally don't have men, and these are men's men talking about...
Men. Yeah.
They're going about... I'm going with the salmon. I'm going with the salmon and the peach. I think, I mean, the compliment, it makes your eyes pop. It's summery, in a way, isn't it? So I generally don't find sci-fi funny.
Right.
But Buckaroo Banzai, if you remember that.
Sure.
That was kind of cool and funny at the same time.
Right.
But you get into space and it turns into Spaceballs. We didn't do that here.
Right.
So most of those didn't have a sense of humor. I said they eventually developed sense of humor, especially Battlestar Galactica turned into my typical. It's the format. It's the Beverly Hillbillies or Gilligan's Island. They're not going to get back.
Right.
You know, the whole series. They're never going to find Earth. Otherwise, the series would be over. But as a kid, you're going, just get to Earth, will ya?
And did you ever talk to like a William Shatner or was
Bill?
Bill.
No.
Was he the template
Jim, damn it, Jim.
Was he the template for Jason Nesman?
It was more of a starting point. We had to give the audience a place to go. This isn't really about that series. It isn't really about any of that series. This is about actors in redemption and fun in outer space. It's about normal people being put in a very abnormal situation, how they react, how all of us. If you and I right now, they asked us to go because you act like you know what you're doing. You're going to run Microsoft now. Right. Because you're the only guy available, and how difficult that would be, and then when would you crack, and what would come out of it once you did?
Now there's a possibility of art really imitating, or life really imitating art, really imitating life.
Yes.
Because I can see that this movie can have a huge following, and there could really be Galaxy Quest conventions.
We all thought. Not only that, can you imagine if just for the goof we did Galaxy Quest the series?
Right. Well, I know that there are some lost episodes out there.
Yeah, there are. It seems so funny to me, and there's no question how easy it would be for us to go back. What a strange concept, as we're in the future now, and to go back and recreate these old episodes, episode 33 and episode 361, all the episodes that we use in the movie. We have to go back and actually shoot that episode in that campy look. That if we did it correctly, and I'm a sci-fi freak, you can't make it stupid. It can't know that it's stupid. It can be stupid, but it can't know that it's stupid.
Not knowingly.
Yeah.
Now, was that the most fun part of this movie, the show within a show?
Well, I love Saving Alexander when when Alexander, Alan Rickman had the shawl on in his meditative state. All that was, but it reminded me of what I didn't like too. I fought a fish monster. I don't know. We only see that in a monitor, but I actually had to shoot the scene, and it was a real cheesy set. And sometimes. Star Trek, it looks like it was the same as Lost in Space. You know, they get on a planet, it looked like the same damn planet every time they turn around, and all of a sudden there's a whole nother civilization. Especially Lost in Space, it was about a quarter of a mile from the ship. Like they never looked behind the ship. All of a sudden, wow, look at this, a city.
It was Burbank. Right?
Yeah. Well, and sometimes that was kind of phony. And as a kid, Star Trek especially started out so cool with that ship and warp drives and little crystals and wow, this is going to go places. When they got on the planet and you know, people rolling around doing the barrel rolls, which we didn't make fun of particularly, but I certainly had a very great time doing that.
Well, we look forward to the lost episodes, and congratulations with Galaxy Quest.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Tim.